If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and I'm not a little boy. If you are serious, don't play with my heart, it makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby I will. Girl, you know I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed. Let your conscience be your guide. But I know deep down inside of me, I believe you love me. Forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. So go on and live. Baby, go on and live. Tell it like it is. I'm nothing to play with. Go and find yourself a toy. But I tell it like it is. My time is too expensive, and I'm not your little boy. Mm-hmm. Tell it like it is.
Maniac, schizophrenic flow, Bishop, Mulatto love.
Layla changed the channel there.
She changed the channel.
Yeah,
she's
on the TV.
Layla, what I say about that?
Yeah. Yeah, she want to change her own station. She can do a podcast.
Again?
That's changing like
the TV back on.
I'm medically to shoot out. Fuck these niggas pussy. You bitch niggas love cash. You know that biggest shit. Fuck you with this real rap. Fuck you with this real style. Let me tell you something about me. I'm already known for plugging niggas on the street. I'm on wheel Blackstone, but got a few GBs that'll put you in your knees. Fucking with the G. Maniac. I go hard in the motherfucking pain. What you thinking, nigga? I go hard in the pain, nigga. I go hard in the pain. What you thinking, nigga? Vice Lord.
We do on Facebook. Huh? Well, I don't know.
California second home, real blues and real red.
I don't know her profile name. She's not on my friends list.
I ride for my niggas, fuck them all, one nation, nigga. Don't fuck with a nigga with that bullshit shit. Get your ass kicked, nigga, with some fresh kicks. Hey, I goes hard in the paint, nigga. I goes hard in the motherfucking paint. What you thinking, nigga? I goes hard in the paint, nigga. I goes hard in the motherfucking paint. What you thinking, nigga? Maniac, outlaw, maniac, bombing like a racket. CNN no react. Like niggas ain't being capped. CNN is scared as hell. Niggas cannot reach it. So many niggas say we kill her. I go on everything, nigga. I goes hard in the paint, nigga. I goes hard in the paint, nigga. What you thinking? Hard in the paint, nigga.
What's happening, man?
Hey, what's up?
Another day, another dollar. We back. Tell it like it is. Oh, man. What's going on?
Go to it.
Okay, I'm gonna send it as a message to
Okay.
you.
Forward
A
it.
messenger.
Messenger, okay. And I can forward it to her.
Okay, then. See what's cracking around here, man.
Is this all we got for one more?
Just trying to get to this.
Yeah, the soap and the
So we got some else.
huh?
I'll see you over there, Keisha. What's happening? Doing a little cheating over here. Mute that joint for a second. All right, boom, bada bang. All right, cool. All right. I'm having a little technical difficulty over here, but bear with me. All right, you don't want to work, right? All right, cool. Backdoor the system a little bit. Do a little cheating on this joint. Yeah. All right, cool. Y'all go. That's weird. All right, so mention switch now. Okay, that's why. It's cool. Got a thumbs up on the demonstration. Cool. Give me 1 second, I get into it real quick. Trying to figure out this little funny acting shit here. Hey, I hear it's a share on the story and a like on a follower. That's what's up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think. Yep, there it is. Cool, man. Cool. All right, let's get into this joint. So, hiding in plain sight, exposing the Rockefellers and various other secret societies and corrupt families. Let's see what we got here, man. So, what if everything you were told or led to believe was a lie? Would you accept such proof or information, or would you be in denial and continue to live within the confines of your deceptional comfort zone? That's a good question. would you change by accepting? What's up, Manny? How you feeling, man? What's good, cuz? What's up, Beth? How you doing? Keisha, thank you for tuning in. I know it's your first time on the show. Appreciate it. So would you accept the new truth? Or I'm not gonna say new truth, would you accept the information? Or would you reject it because it challenges your comfort zone and your traditional beliefs? Let's start with that before we even get into it. If new information was presented, Manny, what you talking about over there? Cuz let's see. Manny says I was always skeptical about what I was taught. So once I got older, I started looking up information for myself. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. 100%. That's pretty much how my journey started for me as well. Um, Knowing the right questions to ask, placing yourself in the position to be around certain individuals will also help. Um, yeah, most definitely. You gotta seek the information for yourself. You gotta seek it for yourself. 100%. So the question on the floor is, for those who missed it or still trying to formulate their thoughts or just joining in, the question on the floor currently is, if everything, now let me narrow it down. Would you accept such proof or information? Uh, let's start from the beginning. What if everything you were told was a lie? Okay, or everything that you were taught uh, or led to believe was a lie? Would you accept such proof or information, or would you be in denial and continue to live your life within the confines of your deceptional comfort zone? That's the question on the floor at the moment. Jamie says, I'm a trust but verify kind of person. Always do your homework. Makes sense. 100%. I agree with you there. And you got anything on that, man? Or I already know where you at with it.
No, I'm just seeing what everybody else think right now.
Yeah. Me too. I don't look. I ain't about to put it all out there right just yet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, it's crazy because like people they tuning in for this one, man, and this is crazy because this is actually somebody asked me. This is kind of like the direction that I was intending initially with the podcast. Not to say that it's a conspiracy theory. What's up, son? How you doing, Logan? It wasn't to say that it was gonna be conspiracy TV. However, I had every intention on sharing information to heighten awareness. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are out here that won't research or don't know. They're just completely in the dark about things. So that was my initial concept of the show. But the reason, so it was asking me how come I haven't done a show of such caliber yet? And the reason being was because I I wanted to get the numbers up, because when you get to talking about certain topics, what happens is people will run from it. You know what I'm saying? As I said yesterday, a lie is welcomed or easily embraced, but people flee from the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's not well accepted. Let's see what we got here. Religion starts off at number one. Whoa, okay, hold up. Let me see hold up. So let me see what Jamie says. Depending on what's being said, um, and who's saying it, but I'm gonna look into it and look into what's being said. That makes sense. 100%. Um, Beth says it's hard for me to shift long held beliefs. That is an honest answer. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Not that I won't, but it takes a lot. Absolutely, absolutely. When a person is in the confines of their comfort zone or their belief system, when the person is when their belief system or their religious uh, theology is challenged, what happens is people become defensive. They become non-receptive, right? They will wall up because one thing that we as human beings we want to feel comfortable. We don't it doesn't necessarily have to be, oh well, I'm liked or I'm loved. We want to be in our comfort zone. We want to feel safe, right? So if all your life this is what you've been taught, this is what you've been told, these are your family traditions. When these are challenged, it makes you very uncomfortable. When you start to see things from a different perspective, um, some people, I forgot the term, um, but some people are afraid or fear change. I believe they're xenophobes, but I don't remember exactly the term for it. So don't quote me on that. Let's see. Manny says, especially in the world today, and the internet is the portal to all information you wanna know that keeps that they keep you from. It can be, but see, here's the thing, right? It can be, but the internet that we are using, um, or the general internet, is basically kid zone, right? This is the internet that they control. This is the internet where they create and change the narratives. You can Google something today and look that up. That same question that you asked a week or 2 weeks later, a month later, and it changed. It no longer says that, right? Hence your little Mandela effect bullshit. Now, there's a way around that. Okay, there's a way around that, which is in the when you start using VPNs and stuff, you start tapping into the dark web. You get into there, and I guess I should put this disclaimer out right now. I am not encouraging anyone to go surfing the dark web. If you do so, that is by your own choice. Um, I do recommend that if you do that, you have some kind of cloaking device or a VPN. Um, you will find a lot of things on there that they don't want uh, um, the general public to know. Okay, if you think about it, right, to put it into perspective, the dark web is very much like everybody's like, oh man, it's a dark creepy place. They have the veil is off, and all of reality is literally there. Um, your organ trading and all this type of stuff. Of course, your regular stuff is there as well. Um, it's very much like kind of like TikTok on an extreme level. TikTok right now, they're I don't know how many are aware of this, but they are trying to shut down TikTok. They want it banned in the United States because um, the United States. So the creator of TikTok refuses to uh, um, He refuses to submit his algorithm. Okay. And because of that, he doesn't want to join. Essentially, for those who pay attention on Facebook, he does not want to conjoin it with Meta, which is our government's mastermind per se. Because of that, the United States cannot go on there and they can't change the narratives. So if you're watching somebody from Serbia or Pakistan, and we actually are at war with these people, and we're dropping bombs, whatever have you, and you got a reporter saying, "Hey, look, live from Serbia or Pakistan, whatever have you, they're bombing us for no reason." Da, da, da. They cannot go over there and clean that shit up. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't have access to it. It's essentially an unclaimed domain. They can't just say, okay, well, we're going to go in here and change this. They can't clean it up. So therefore, TikTok exposes the tyrants or the bullies that we actually are. And of course, America doesn't want that. So that's the reason why they want it banned in the United States. Fast forwarding, let's see. Also depends on subject and belief. Okay. Manny says religion starts off at number 1. Ooh, I like religion. That old time religion. Junebug, all I can say as far as dealing with disrespectful people, don't let it get to you, man. Keep your head up. Keep your nose clean. Keep your hands in your pockets unless you absolutely have to thump a motherfucker. Words to live by. Love you, man. All right, so Jamie says, looking online, you can really start to see. I'm sorry. Looking online, you can really start seeing the truth through the BS. COVID was clearly planned. The COVID relief bill was introduced in 2018. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that you can see. You can see the truth in aftermath. Does no good for in the moment. If people actually paid attention, I mean, me being one, I was one of those who was speaking out against COVID, posting things where legitimate doctors, licensed doctors, were speaking out and saying, "Hey, this is bullshit." Da 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 da. But again, I'm just one person. My influence isn't all that powerful or whatever have you. So the thing is, and this is what this platform is about. When you have the opportunity to speak on things, speak on it, right? When you see a person in need, help them if you can, if you're in the position to do so. But again, the question of the matter is, when it's presented to you, are you willing to accept it, or are you just going to continue to follow the lies? So let me go ahead and get off into this Rockefeller thing. So I came across some information, and kind of threw me. At first, I seen a video, and I was like, right. And then I'm watching this video. I'm like, ooh, this is deep. So I started digging. I found it for myself, because at first I thought it was just some hogwash. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had doctored up some shit. Now, when I went looking for this, right, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I went looking for this, it was all type of bullshit. Talking about some, oh, well, no, it doesn't exist. Da, 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 da. So, of course, I'm peeling back layers and layers and layers, and I'm online searching for answers. And so Google, of course, doesn't want you to. They're not going to put it in plain sight in their algorithm, right? So I hit page 56 of Google, and lo and behold, there's exactly what this lady was saying. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, but I found it in writing, so I was able to read it for myself. And I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. So let me read this to you. So we all know about the Rockefellers, and we all know that they are very corrupt and sneaky and underhanded, and they play a major part in the corruption of the government, et cetera, secret societies, et cetera. Um, One of the major families that has their hand in controlling the world. So I come across this document that this guy wrote, or this pledge called the Secret Covenant of the Rockefellers. So I'm gonna read this to you, right? When I learn how to actually put these stuff on the screen itself, it would be so much easier. So, real quick, the Secret Covenant. It says an illusion it will be, so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. We will create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, so as to never bring suspicion upon our lives. I'm sorry, upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will also stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in their food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. From all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, in what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons they can see. I'm sorry, let me read that again. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. These are your celebrities. It says, we will enlist them to push our poisons. They will see our products being used in film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them it's for their help. We will start early on when their minds are young. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will find them with metal I'm sorry, we will fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, think about how many people out here now have ADHD and all these mental illnesses now. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. Pharmaceuticals is the biggest scam, the biggest money maker in the world. There is no money in curing diseases, only treating them. It further reads, we will render them docile and weak before us by our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. And when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention toward money, material goods, so they may never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, so they may never be one with the oneness of it all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as a weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective, but carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us, and let me read that again. They will perform the labor for us, and we shall prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure always, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how to think. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. We will foment animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits us best. All our political prisoners, all our great leaders, there you have it. We will make them rip each other's hearts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. The hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us. They can't see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. Think about the frequencies of the megahertz. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. We will always hide the divine truth from them, that we are all one. This they must never know. The oldest tactic known as far as war, the oldest tactic known to man in warfare is divide and conquer. This they must never know. They must never know that color is an illusion. They must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, wealth to exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they have. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world for, getting nauseous here. When they shall band together, we shall accuse of them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment of our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we shall crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. We will promise them we will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to higher realms. Members of these groups will think they are one of us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their own work, they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killings of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This will never reach enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close that they will not be able to, focus on it until it is too late. Oh yes, so grand the illusion of the freedom will be that they will never know they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. If you think about social media, the metaverse and the whole nine, yeah, it's coming. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established from time in memorandum. But if they ever find out they are our equal, we shall perish then. This they must never know. If they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action. They must never ever find out what we have done, for if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down. No person shall give us shelter. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives. For this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We, the ones who from heaven to earth come. This covenant must never, ever be known to exist. It must never, ever be written or spoken of. If it is the conscious, it will release the fury of the prime creator upon us. We shall be cast to the depths from whence we came and remain there until the end of time of infinity itself. This was written, excuse me. This was written by John D. Rockefeller. When I came across the shit, man, it fucked with me. I scratched my head. I got angry because like I knew majority of this was a reality. I didn't think I would ever come across any documentation as such. I'm trying to for some odd reason I can't screenshot it, and I can't save it. Like most files you can copy or create a backup file or whatever. You can't save this. I mean, to take a picture of it with my phone, okay, yeah, that might work or whatever have you. But I'm willing to bet within a matter of time. I mean, it's already being buried, but with a matter of time, that's going to disappear. Vaccinations, yes. Bill Gates seems to be a main puppet today. He is buying up land. His company is the main one producing GMOs. He funded the COVID vaccination. Yeah, that is very true. Also, you have to take in consideration that a lot of them are relatives. He may not be a Zuckerberg, which is actually a Rockefeller. He may not bear the last name of Rockefeller itself or Vanderbilt. He might be a relative as the bloodline trails off. He might be one of those. All right, Charles, good looking. I love it. Twitch is awesome, man. Straight up. So I don't know. Like I'm gonna say I say that to say this, right? Reality is the information is out there. You don't have to take my word for it. You see it for yourself with your own eyes. Everything that I just got finished reading to you is happening right here in your face. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus loves you, but I you know what I'm saying, we'll go with that, you know. To each his their own. When you start doing your homework on that situation, you your eyes will open up to a whole different thing on that too. But thanks for tuning in, Charles. I greatly appreciate you. Oh, I'm wondering why it's all quiet over here. I'm 1 second. I'm over here trying to change my.
I see. Oh my God. Why you so good?
There it goes. So I'm curious, right? Anybody that was paying attention while I was reading that, anybody that actually understood it. Religion logically never really made sense to me. Religion doesn't make sense to anybody that actually can free think. Realistically, religion is man made, 100%. So religion will never make sense to Logan. Another time, man. Um, Religion is man made, so it's never going to make sense to anybody that can think outside the box or doesn't answer to a man. Um, so yeah, I'm so weird that I'm having a conversation about real life issues. Yeah, I'm that weird. Um, so after hearing that, what do you get from that? You know what I'm saying? After hearing that read, what do you get from that? Like, do you see basically exactly the I mean it's basically telling you exactly what their it doesn't tell you in intricate detail what their goal is, but or their end game is, but like you kind of get the gist of it. So like, do you actually, first off, can you see what they saying? And this is not just for Ant, this is for everybody that's tuned in. It's getting quiet up there. It's getting quiet. Like I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out like if you were paying attention to what I was reading, do you see it? Do you see it in your everyday life? Do you see it in present time? In fact, yeah, answer that question. For those who were paying attention to what I was reading, can you actually do you see that in your everyday life? Do you see it in those very things transpiring in the world today? I guess is the best way to put it. Comment in the comment section. I'm kind of curious. How many of y'all actually see uh, uh or understand or see what was being read? Oh, let me see something. Conspiracy theorists. Like, what do you mean conspiracy theorists? Oh man, Drakey. Jimmy, what do you mean by conspiracy theorists? Or who's the conspiracy theorist? Let's go that way with it. Hmm. I read what popped up, so I don't know why you said I didn't read the whole thing. It says that conspiracy theorist ain't that I'm sorry. It says that conspiracy theorist ain't that crazy. I'm not sure what. I don't know. I wonder. So nobody got nothing, or we just gonna sit here and just be quiet, huh? Okay. it ain't that. I don't know.
You're not doing it. No, you're not gonna take that photograph. You're not doing it.
I don't know.
No.
My bad, and I kept muting your mic because I wasn't sure if you was
Yeah, no, I'm here. I was just listening
okay.
to everything.
All right, cool. Now I knew you was listening, but I wasn't sure if it was because I rebooted, not rebooted, but I reloaded the page because I thought it was freezing up on me.
No, I guess ain't nobody had nothing today. So
Yeah, I'm feeling that way. Like it's like nobody wants to answer the question. Like, so okay, what did you get from that? Like, I don't know. Like everybody's stuck on I'm like, oh, like a question on the floor. Like, okay, well, I ain't gonna answer that. Oh man, I don't want to seem like and you know what? All in all, for real, it might be too much for people to swallow for real.
could be,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a lot to take in.
could be, yeah,
To think that that was read to you and that you can actually see this shit happening every day in your world, every day, right here in front of your face. That right there kind of challenges everything. Right there, that kind of challenges your whole your whole perspective of things, or even your religious outlook. You know what I'm saying? Without even having to go into the Bible and all this type of stuff, or go into the Quran or whatever have you, it will actually kind of like how you start to question, like, okay, well, wait, what does this mean, or how's that? You know what I'm saying? Hmm.
but like I said before, I think majority of people just want some mindless entertainment to take their thoughts off of reality.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
It's
which
cool.
is I don't see a problem with that, but sometimes the subject can be just too deep.
Yeah, for the multitude. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, think about it, man. Like we as human beings, some of us have an issue even being wrong, let alone to be what you consider within your normal
Yeah,
uh challenge. You know what I'm saying? This is what you've known every day. This is what your parents told you. This is what your parents told you. This is what your great grandparents told you. And to have that like crumble, what saying your sense of stability or whatever have you, questioned, or for you to have to actually look at it and say, well, damn, that's not real, or that's not true. That's rough, man. And I don't care how open minded a person is, like that's that that's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard pill to swallow. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's very evident that I mean, at one point we were up to 12 viewers. Now we're down to 4. Um, questions on the floor, and like nobody even wants to even give any feedback, or even attempt to answer. So yeah, it's not the fact that, oh, maybe it could be that They like living in it's their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to come out of their comfort zone. You got some people that don't even like going to the store. You know, they'll what's that shit? They'll order their groceries online and sit and have it delivered to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like some people won't go do it. You know, people are just weird, man. Nowadays, they've been conditioned to be weird. That's what's weird. I'm far from weird, but
So you saying went from 12 people to 4.
yeah, that's where we're at now. We're at 4 viewers. At one point, we were at. I think if I read it, I mean, if I saw it correctly, it was 12. It might have been higher than that. I mean, people are gonna come and go. I understand that. People are gonna drift in and out. It might be too, like you said, it might be too much. It might be too much realism for them, or whatever have you. I mean, if you think about it, just how we came up, a lot of people were raised where you don't discuss religion or you don't discuss religion, politics, or money. You know what I'm saying? So, in the event, let's say that's the mindset that you have or how you were raised, which keeps you narrow-minded and locked in on your I'm gonna call it what it is, your brainwashing. Uh, 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 then something like this, you ain't trying to hear this. You ain't trying to hear nothing like this at all. It's a hard pill to swallow. Hmm.
It's just the ones that's on Twitch that get me. They pop in and
Oh yeah. Twitch, man.
That's
Man, those. So I looked at it. Those are raiders. They really have nothing else to do. Like I said, some of them might even be on the payroll where they go in and they troll basically. Um, that shift happened once religion was brought up. I seen from your end your numbers go down from 7 to 3. Yeah, I mean, shit, like I said, when it comes to religion, motherfuckers don't want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, people are so people are so people are so locked in on some on their on their religious nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is. Like before, like I don't try to tell a person that the religion is that they're wrong or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You believe in whatever you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, as find out that, oh, you're not in heaven or in hell or whatever have you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? That's on you. Real shit. But it's just crazy. Like it is what it is. But like even with dude from the Twitch, I don't remember what the hell his screen name was. When he popped in, Jesus loves you, this, that, and the third, right? I'm not a Christian, but okay, whatever. Jesus loves you, right? Okay. Now,
I wouldn't say it has nothing to do with being a Christian or not, but it was just like, here we go again with one of these random statements that people don't follow up on.
right. I mean, well, see, here's like, all right. So the moment I start poking holes in Christianity or the Bible and this, that, and the third, then it's like, okay, well, it's perceived as I ran him off. You get what I'm saying? One thing about people in this Bible or the Christian religion, they are very, 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 very aggressive. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying?
it's almost like if you don't believe what they believe, then you're wrong.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Regardless
exactly what
of
it is.
trying to, yeah, regardless of trying to find out who the person is and
Right.
what they're really about, it's like, oh, you don't believe what I believe, so
Right.
you just
Exactly.
wrong regardless. You know?
Exactly. I mean, to the point where like Muslims, you ain't never had a Muslim come knock on your door talking about some, hey, I'm here to spread the message of Elijah Muhammad or Allah. They don't come bother you. They'll stand up on that corner with that final call. They'll
But that,
sling that bean pop, but they ain't approaching you. They you see them, you flag them down, they come to you. They don't come beating on you. Jehovah Witnesses. Uh 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 Hell, Pentecostal Apostolics started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
uh 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 to each is their own. Just as well as so you'll throw your Christ your Christ. I'm sorry. You'll throw your cross up on the side of a building or wear it around your neck. But as soon as a pagan or a Satanist does the same thing, or got a statue of the Baphomet in his yard, now you want to go over there and persecute the man. You want to get out the neighborhood. What the fuck is all that shit? But we're Americans, right? We're in the land of religious freedom, right?
Supposedly.
I'm just saying shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I just got finished reading, that it said it said it right there. Divide through religion, the dogma of religion. This man. Listen, this shit crazy to me, man. Like how could you not see? My thing is this, right? We all got eyes. We all got a brain. There's a difference between perception and perception and opinions, facts and truth, right? If if my religious belief is this, and you're presenting a fact or proof that pokes holes in my don't question God, and this is just what it is, then somewhere along the line, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Some Something was wrong with you. More people have died behind religion than any other reason. More people have been killed behind religion too. There's a difference between dying and killing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh I ain't never seen a Satanist. I ain't never seen a Satanist in history.
Mhm.
I ain't never seen a Satanist ever burn a Baphomet sign or put a Baphomet sign in somebody's yard and say, we're gonna kill you or kill anybody in the name of Satan. But I've seen plenty of crosses being burnt in yards. We know damn well plenty of black folks was swinging from trees in the name of Christianity.
Yeah, it's just like you've never heard of the phrase Christian extremists either.
Shit. Yeah, but we know damn well that they are.
But it's some extremists.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. She says, but our money has in God we trust. So
Yeah,
money is for a lot of people, money is their God. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not saying you should not believe in God. Okay,
Okay.
it's people I don't believe in.
Okay.
Let me make that clear. So anybody, oh, he don't believe in God. No, I believe in God totally. It's just that people I can't trust.
Here's the
People I don't believe in. You know.
here's right. Here's the problem with the believing in God thing. Anything that is greater, human beings feel the need to believe in something. Okay. The problem is with the believing in God is anything greater than thyself can be God. You see what I'm saying? If you think about it, the construct of God, where does it come from? If you think about it, right? That little green man or that little blue man that lives clear across the cosmos, that can make it here in like a matter of light speed, you know. When we speak of aliens, right? Let me show you something. When we speak on aliens, right? What is the depiction that we usually get?
Like some odd looking creature, you know.
No, not a creature at all. It's usually a humanoid. He's got a big head,
Well,
some big
that's what I
eyes.
mean by odd looking. It's not.
Well, it's odd
It's
to
not the
us, but yeah,
general ideal of what a human should look like.
right. But it's a humanoid nonetheless. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs, an oval head. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't know how many fingers because nobody really even goes into that description. They don't ever say nothing about no fucking toes. It's always green, blue, gray, whatever have you. But he's a humanoid. Now, according to your good book, right, it says, "Let us create man in our image." For those of us who are old enough to remember, back in the 80s, remember they was abducting humans and doing experiments. Remember? So who's to say that the little green man or the little gray man is not God? You get what I'm saying?
Know.
Anything that's greater than yourself can be God. Hell, in comic book culture, Superman is God. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of him coming from a distant planet, whatever have you, he's able to do things. He's a God amongst men. He's able to do things that the human man cannot do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying it's all on each individual's concept of God. Nobody has seen the face of God.
100%.
Nobody. I don't care what you believe in. You cannot draw a picture of what God looks like.
Right.
That is totally impossible.
Okay.
So everybody's going off their own concept and what they think God is.
Okay.
You really don't know. You don't know, because I don't know of anybody that's died, went to heaven, saw God, came back and said, "Hey, this is what he looks like," or "This is what she looks like." Whatever it is.
Right.
It's a more of a mental concept.
Okay. Now it is, but here's let me shoot. I'm glad you said that. It's a mental construct. Here's the issue. Nobody's seen the face of God. Nobody knows what God looks like. What the fuck does it even matter? Because realistically, like, what is God? The construct of God is the creator of all things, correct?
Yeah.
Who else on this fucking planet is worried about a goddamn God? Everything else on this planet is living his life the way it's designed to live, except for us. Because we're too busy worried about what the fuck God is doing or who God is or how God looks. We have a superiority / God complex. Like none of that shit even fucking matters. You see what I'm saying? You've never cats, dogs, the groundhog outside. Are they holding church every Sunday? You see what I'm saying? Like, when have you ever seen a bird say mid-flight, "Oh, I need to stop and make a salat," or "I need to stop and make a pray"? I need to pray. Never. It's we so stuck on this God thing to the point where we're not even living life. If your creator knows all, sees all, right? You know all, see all, create all. What the fuck do you need my money for? First off. Second of all, what do I need? What I need to go build? What do I need you to go build a church for? I can come to your house. I can speak directly to you. You get what I'm saying? None of it. All this hocus pocus. Jesus. Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. It's a lot of boogeyman stories. when you look at it, like it's crazy. Like none of it even makes sense. Y'all arguing about the same shit. Essentially, just can't agree on what the hell you gonna call him, or call it, or call her, or call them. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. They all got the same message.
Yeah, I've been saying that about every religion.
Right.
It's all telling the same story. It's just that
Right.
which one do you choose to believe in? That's it.
None of it.
Yeah, like you say, they're the people that are going to lean toward not believing in any of it, and there are some that's going to believe in everything.
Right.
Well, no, I won't say everything. I say believe in what they think is the right way to believe.
Like
That's why you have different religions.
right. It's weird because it's weird because this used to burn me the fuck up. It still does to this day. People, oh, God told, first off, it's like man can't do shit by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. So anytime you do something good, it's always God. Anytime something bad happens, it's always the devil. So what the fuck are you living for?
Well, I asked somebody once, I said, if something goes bad, do you ever say, thank God that happened? I've never heard that phrase come out of anybody's mouth. Something bad happened, they go, oh, I'm glad God made that happen. It's like, no, you don't think God did that.
Right. And it's crazy because like along those lines, right? You ever notice how it's always said that the devil made me do it? The devil made you do it. God told me. When is the last time God told? This pisses me off. God told me to tell you. The fuck do you mean? Like my ears don't work. When did I become deaf?
Well, it ain't that. It's just that there are millions of false prophets.
100%.
That's all it is. Because I've had people just come up to me and say, well, God told me to say this to you. And I'm going, so you're God's personal messenger, is what you're telling me.
Shit, man.
I'm going, okay. So I'm
Right.
going to let you say your little spiel, but when you're done, I'm like, okay, that's what you feel like doing, then so be it.
Man, look, I'm shutting that shit down. Look, all that that right there sets me off. God told me to tell you, like why, like my ear, like only your ears. Well, I don't know about you, right? But when I was a kid, if there was something that I wanted, Auntie better not go in there and ask and say, "Hey, mom, seeing one such and such, man, she gonna first off, she gonna smack the hell out of Audrey for asking, being dumb enough to ask, and then she gonna go upside my head for not using my mouth." So God told me to tell you, if you don't get the fuck away from me with that bullshit, my ears work perfectly fine. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? It never added up to me. If you read the satanic Bible, it was a very positive and enlightening book. I've yet to actually come across one, but when I do come across one, I definitely do intend on reading it. Asia, question. If someone says I got things to do, how would you take it? Who are you asking? You asking me or you asking Aunt?
If somebody says they got things to do, how would I take it? Okay. go do whatever it is you feel you need to get done. I don't take stuff like that personally. It's okay. You got something to do, go do it. I mean, matter of fact, why did you tell me you got something you need to do? Go do it.
Right. That's what I was getting at. Like what do you what
Like,
like okay.
where's that coming from? Unless you talking to them and they doing it as a way to brush you off. But even then, I'm like, okay, go do it. You don't have to explain to me what you got to do. Just go do it.
Right. That's why I'm kind of I'm with you on that one. If someone says I got things to do, how do you take it? You got things to do. You got things to do. I mean, shit. That's your
I
personal business.
mean,
What you bring it to me
I
for?
would need, I would need a more explanation on that
Yeah,
because this.
it's
I
kind of
mean,
vague. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm
You go so many ways with
right.
that shit.
I don't know. I'm not going to challenge you and say, "Oh, you ain't got nothing to do." But shit, go do it.
I'm more prone to say, "What the fuck are you telling me for?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, straight up,
and
like,
that's what I'm saying.
okay,
This way,
that's shit to
why
do. Go
did you
do it,
feel
shit.
the need to tell me that? If that's
Right.
something you're going to do, then go do it.
I'm
I'm
not
not going to stop you and
right.
say, "Oh, you need to stay right here." Go do it.
I mean, me personally, I'm not one of them type of people that likes to get in people's personal business. So if that's your personal business, you know, you got things to do. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you'd be like, "Hey, well, I got some things to do." They gonna be like, "Well, what you got to do?" That ain't none of my fucking business. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck what you do. You didn't even have to tell me you had things to do for real. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
okay.
That's none of my business. I'm like, all right, I'll talk to you later or whatever the case may be. But nah, I don't question it at all.
Right,
Whatever. All right.
right. The Greeks had multiple gods. The Indians had multiple gods. Excuse me. Everybody had multiple gods, except for the Muslims. Uh oh. The problem is that all things are compound to. I think that's supposed to be Joshua.
Mhm.
That most people don't even understand tithes are improperly taught.
What tithes were created by men,
Exactly.
not God.
Right.
God doesn't need money.
Right. What the fuck does he need with your money?
What does money do for God? What he short on his bills or something? Because
I don't say that glass stained windows, man. Them, you know, them
yeah,
kind of costly.
I
You
mean,
know.
it's like so. Yeah, the whole tithing thing, that's a man-made law.
Right. Uh, and most won't try to figure out what is true and what is false. I'm a believer, and I can test that I still walk around, maybe need help, but he does make some bad things happen. Okay. You want to go with this one first?
Uh, Me personally, I would say things happen for a reason. You don't know what the reason is. That's the best way I can put it to you. You have no idea why these things happen, whether it be good or bad. They just happen. Some of them are done to teach you a lesson. Some things happen to help you grow as a person. And trying to sit down and say, "Oh, why me? Why did this happen?" Because I know somebody that did that a lot. Why me? Why is this happening to me? And I'm like, why not you? What makes you exempt from something bad happening to you? So I don't question. I don't even question things like that. To be honest, I'm like, I've had good events happen. I've had bad events happen, just like everybody else. But at no point did I go, why is this me? Why is this happening to me? And I'm a good person. No, maybe you needed something to curve your attention. Something that's going to get your attention. It goes either way.
I saw it.
No, I
I
don't.
saw
I don't think. I don't think there's a definite answer to stuff like that. Is you're trying to question just your whole existence when sometimes it's good to just wake up, see the sun shining, and go, all right,
it.
let's see what happens. You
Right.
know.
Right. Now, whew, I don't, man. So I'm the wrong person to ask this question, but okay. So I'll give a crack at it. So most won't try to figure out what is true and what is false. That's an interesting statement. I, for one, have done extensive research, tracked back my lineage, et cetera, to find that the reason why you are a believer, um, well, if you actually did your homework, you wouldn't be a believer. Christianity is a slave religion. If you want to do your homework, you'll find realistically you knew nothing about a Yahshua or a Jesus or anything about Christianity until the Europeans gave it to you. With that being said, again, you're allowed to believe whatever you want. However, you said you contest in that I still walk around, maybe need help, but he does make some bad things happen. So if you're a believer in Christ, then you are a Christian by definition. Um, there's no way to candy coat it. I'm sorry. Um, the he makes bad things happen. It's interesting because there's so many ways to look at it. Like Ant said, one thing that is kind of interesting, if you look at it from the perspective or think for a second, where in everything, in everything, and anything and everything, you can find positive, or you can find a little bit of good in everything, right? So, with that being said, by your statement, let me find it again. He does make some bad things happen. Going off the construct of God, yes, clearly he does make bad things happen because he created Lucifer, right? According to the Christian scriptures, et cetera, et cetera. Know all, see all. You knew it was gonna happen, but yet still you still allowed it to manifest. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, and angels don't have free will. So therefore, with that being said, yeah, he makes some bad things. I'm gonna say like this, right? When you look at it from a certain perspective, God has a really fucked up sense of humor. He allows it. He allows it. You are deaf to his voice because you don't want to hear it. Listen, there's nothing that I don't want to hear. First off, I don't entertain ghosts and spooks and all this type of shit. I mean, that's just me personally. Uh, Christianity has a lot of contradictions. Uh, one thing for sure, two things for certain. As it said, a half truth is a whole lie. So if your book is consisting of half truths, or if the Bible, as we already know, is here, right? And then we already know that you took out, I do not remember the exact number. I can look it up, but let's say it was 36 books out of the Bible, including the Apocryphy. If you're taking something away from it, then it's not whole. So therefore, right there, you're giving me some bullshit. I'm not going to subscribe to it. Listening to someone pray over someone's illness, listening to someone pray over someone's illness, but why he let you get the illness in the first place is normally my question. Again, like I said, Christianity is full of contradictions and false truths. The Bible again was written by man. So if someone's praying, okay, well, why did he let you get the right? You know all, see all. Again, you knew it was going to happen. You created Lucifer. You knew it was going to happen, yet instead you still allowed it to happen just to let your most prized possession which was man, get led astray, kick them out of the. None of it makes sense, right? If if your children do something wrong, if it's warranted, you spank them, you stand them in the corner, whatever have you, put them on punishment, right? How long does this punishment last? A couple minutes, a week, maybe be grounded for a month, all eternity? Yeah, that makes no sense. Right. So you can't tell me that it makes love. I'm sorry. You can't tell me it makes no sense that you are love, but you are willing to destroy or put me in a place, a dark place, a dark void, burning flames, etc., for all eternity. That don't even make no sense, man. Like that sounds. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like modern day legal system. I go steal a 5-cent piece of Bazooka Joe, and you give me a fucking life sentence. Get the fuck out of here. It don't equate, man. It doesn't equate. No, it's okay. I'm reading your words, but I'm not sure if you say it's not Yahshua. I can't read your pronunciation. I can read the spelling. That's definitely not Yahweh. So I don't know what that is.
Once
Is the
again,
real way
based
you
on
say his name? I'm sorry.
based on what religion?
Of course, and that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, it's like Christianity doesn't teach that. Islam doesn't teach that. Uh, what Jewish maybe,
right. And okay, now I'm glad you said that.
but
Right, Hebrew.
everybody's not Jewish or
Exactly.
believes in Hebrew. So
And here's the thing, right? Here's what gets me, right? We all know that there was the letter J didn't come until the 1600s. Okay, so it was Yahweh, Yahshua, whatever have you. Okay, cool, fine, Danny. The problem with that is we already know that a lot of things get lost in translation. Okay, so with that
yeah,
being said, right? Can you pronounce that? Because last time I checked, I don't read Hebrew. So you took
no,
a word or a name, and that's all you got out of it. But you can't read none of the Hebrew text. But somebody told you, oh well, this says his name. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that
yeah,
you can take the goddamn text yourself and put it in the translator. You also got to take in consideration everything has an origin. Okay, so whether it's King James New, because I'm seeing her next comment, whether it's King James New World version, New International version, whatever version it may be, Christianity is not the oldest religion known to man, and it sure is not the oldest religion. The Bible's not surely not the oldest religious book. Okay, so you read Hebrew, right? So all right, awesome, fantastic. Here's a quick question for you. In the Bible, are you reading a Hebrew Bible right now? You have a Hebrew Bible right now, or are you reading an English Bible? Let's go there with it. Let's go there with it. And while you're responding, I'm gonna get caught up on these comments real quick. But I'm watching you. Go ahead. All right. So she says, do the research. Meaning is in the right Bible, not the King James Bible. They all say the same thing, sweetheart.
yeah.
Translated different, but it's all the
It's
same.
this it's the same message. So
Exactly.
that's why you have war right now,
That's what I
because you got
reading. Exactly.
we got one group saying my God is better than your God.
That's all.
It's the same thing.
That's all.
That's what people need to just sit back and realize. We all reading from the same thing. So it's really nothing to compare. We're all reading the same books. It's just different languages, different interpretations. But
Okay.
it's all based on the same three concepts, which is a supreme, all knowing, omnipotent being, a divine messenger, whatever you want to call them, and a set of guidelines for which you maybe want to live your life. That's it. So once you understand that, there's no need to say, oh, I'm a Baptist, I'm a apostolic, I'm a Pentecostal, I'm a Christian, I'm a whatever. You still reading the same thing. It's all based on the same three concepts.
Right, same three
So
principles.
that's what people need to get out of their head, thinking that, oh, I believe it this way and it's better than what you're believing. No, it's the same thing when you break it down.
Hold on one second. Let me catch her real quick. So I'm not a Christian. Okay, so what are you? Are you Black Hebrew?
I mean,
No. I'm going somewhere with this because I'm gonna let this slide because she says she's not a Christian. She say that she speaks Hebrew or has read the Hebrew Bible. So are you saying you're a black Hebrew? Is what you're saying? I'm trying to because I got something for you. I'm just trying to see where you're going. Uh James say facts. It's a control mechanism. Dreams of my dreams, sir. I don't know what the hell that means, but okay, we'll go with that. She says, so are recipe books man written or so the recipe is fake?
no,
I don't know. I
because
don't read recipe books.
a
Recipe book. No, no,
recipe.
no. You know what? No, let me answer that for her. I'm not gonna
Okay,
blow you
go
off.
ahead.
I'm gonna give it to you straight. She says, so are recipe books man made? So I'm sorry. So recipe books man written, man wrote. Yes, they did. So the recipe is fake. No, they're not fake. Here's the thing. The recipe books were written by man, 100%. The recipe books are somebody's tradition that was handed down. Somebody's great
Exactly.
grandmother started that shit, great great grandmother started that shit, and she wrote this shit down. They put it in the book, they passed the shit down, the same shit that you did with the damn Bible. That part.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. A recipe is based on actual facts. Something you did, you wrote it down step by step. That's what makes a recipe. You didn't just pull this out of thin air and say, hey, I'm going to make this pie. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make this pie. You have a format. You have a formula to making that pie. You wrote it down. And then you said, hey, this is how you make this pie. So of course, yes. So that's a I'm gonna tell you, friend, that's a horrible analogy. So a recipe book has nothing to do with religious beliefs.
Right. So you said you read, she says, I read Hebrews. So are you talking about the book in the Bible, Hebrews, or are you talking about you read Hebrew, like the language? She says, no, waiting for the book. Oh, so you speaking off of personal feeling and not really fact here. This is interesting. This is gonna get real good now. So James says that comparison isn't even close. I can gather everything in that recipe book and make a dish. She said exactly what you just said.
Exactly,
She says
exactly
I
what I
can read
just
a prayer
said.
and I gotta hope that it worked. Oh
Yeah,
boy,
exactly. And that's exactly what I just said.
the
A
language. Okay,
recipe
cool.
is totally different from biblical text or anything along
Right.
that line.
Santa and God have the same premise. Yes, they very much so. Um, Asia says it was based on the book, but why not believe a person who's seen it for themselves? So what did you? So you seen Jesus get crucified?
That's what I said. You seen God? Please tell me what
Make it
God
make
looks like.
sense. That's all I'm saying.
You see, yeah, you seen God. It's what you're saying. Maybe I have it wrong, but you're telling me right now you have
So
seen God.
right. So you're not a believer of any religion. Then what are you? You said you're a believer. Then what are you a believer of? Or
What
what
do you
are you?
believe in?
What
Exactly.
are you?
What
So why can't man see what was? What do you mean what was?
what
Why can't
what
you see the fact that you've been lied to? That's a good question.
I mean, I don't I can't say if it's truth or lie. To me is
It's
story.
it's 100%.
It's a story. Okay, now let me give you this one. According to the book of Genesis, Adam named every living creature, right?
Okay.
So, did he see a dinosaur? Is what I want to know.
Right.
Because that word came from somewhere.
Mm.
Who?
Which translates
Who?
to thunder lizard. Mm.
Yeah, but who? If he named every, and I'm doubting that happened, but he named every living creature on the planet.
Right.
So you telling me, in all logical terms, Adam saw a dinosaur. Now he didn't give it the technical names that they have, but he saw a dinosaur. Okay, so if that's the story you want to go with, then go with it. I'm not saying you right or wrong in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
But those are things you have to sit back and think about. Don't just let somebody tell you something and you just go, "Yeah, I believe that." No, you got every right to question it.
She says, I I had dreams about it, so my dreams are fake.
No,
Biggie had a go ahead, I'm
it's
gonna let
called
you.
it's called your subconscious.
Is
Nobody
it
has a fake dream. It's called your subconscious. It's your mind putting your body in a rest mode and just going with thoughts. Everybody dreams at some point. So that don't mean your dreams are real or fake. Sometimes your dreams could be a lesson to tell you to look out for something. Because I've had that happen where I've dreamt about something and then it
premonition? Yeah.
happens. I go, oh wow, that's what that meant. But that don't mean the dream is fake. I think you really need to understand mental constructs. You can't just say this is what it is and that's it. You have to really sit back and just question everything you know and see.
So
Okay.
right. So all right. So I don't know. I'm kind of thrown by this. She had a dream, so my dreams are fake.
Yeah,
Because
that
I mean, like,
the dreams are not fake.
fuck, Biggie Smalls had a dream. It was all a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. Um,
Right.
I mean,
So
like,
I'm gonna tell them that their dream is fake. No,
I mean,
it's
you
not fake.
dreamed it, but I mean, it doesn't mean necessarily that's a reality either. You know what I'm saying? The thing about dreams, man, like, no, I'm not even gonna go down that road. The thing about, I'm not gonna say that your dreams are fake because you dreamed it, but that's exactly what it is a dream. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh
Yeah, your mind
People,
is working.
right? People dream like, all right, so oh man, confession time. So when I was a kid, man, I used to be able. I had the ability to. The alarm clock would ring, and I would wake up. But whatever I was dreaming before I woke up, I would put my dream on pause, and then I would go throughout my day, and then I would come back, I would go to sleep, and I would pick up right where I left off.
Hmm.
Also,
Okay.
as a child in my dreams, they'd say, "Don't fall or hit the ground, or you're gonna die." All this type of shit, right? I hit the
Right.
ground plenty of times,
That's an
but
old wives' tale.
right,
Yeah.
I hit the
Hmm.
ground plenty of times. Also, in my childhood dreams, I was bulletproof. I was able to fly too, but
Exactly.
I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not trying to make fun of make fun of her. I'm just saying dreams are that just that. They're dreams. You know what I'm saying? I can go to sleep tonight and dream that I'm a millionaire. Does that mean that it's real? Because I tell you what, if I can wake up and bring some of that money with me, goddamn it, I'm going to bed every night and we breaking bread. All of us. All of us. Not when my dream remains the same for you. Listen, I have a dream that recurs. It's been reoccurring dream. I've been having this same dream since I was 11 years old. No, I'm sorry, since I was 10 years old. Okay. Some of you have heard this dream. I'm going to tell it right now. Um, in this dream, it interrupts any dream that I'm ever having. I can be dreaming that I'm out and about in the meadows and shit, you know, saying picking daisies or whatever have you. And then out of nowhere, boom, this dream just takes over. And in this dream, I go inside. It's inside this church, and it's always now when I dream, it's crazy. When I dream, I'm always what you said, not a reoccurring dream. Well, if the dream remains the same for years, then it's clearly a reoccurring dream. Am I correct me if I'm wrong?
Oh, you're absolutely right. That's called a reoccurring dream, and that means that your mind
Right.
focus on one thing.
Right.
That's why it's reoccurring.
Right. So like
Yeah, that's a reoccurring dream. Hey, okay.
Right. So, but like, yeah, it's so with this dream for me anyway. Long story short, right? It's always in It's always in first person. I normally dream in third person. Okay, like I said, I'm different. In this dream, I'm in first person, and it's inside this church, and there's pews to the left, there's pews to the right, and I'm always at the back of the church. I'm coming down, and I'm looking, you know what I'm saying, and there's this casket straight ahead, right in front of the pulpit. And as I'm coming down the center aisle, I can see because like I said, I started at the back of the church. To the left is always my mother and my sister sitting together and they're crying. And they never say anything, they're just crying or whatever have you know. So I see them and I slide in the pew. It's always the same. It's always 2 pews away from my mother and my sister. And as I'm going down, mind you, like I said, there's always my mother and my sister. They're the only people that I see. As I slide into the pew, I happen to see this guy who's sitting in he's sitting in kind of in my peripheral vision. And he's in a brown suit. I can never see his face. He's got a brown suit and a brown hat. And so I do one of these, I never turn around. I always kind of do, you know how you do in church. Hey, I says, who died? And his response is always the same. Go see for yourself. So I slide out the pew. I walk up. I see my mom, my sister, they're sitting there bawling their eyes. And I get up to the casket. And I'm standing there and I'm looking at the pulpit. And it always happens the same. I take a deep breath. And then I look down. And inside the casket, it's always me. And then I bolt awake. Like, cold sweat, whatever, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this dream again. I'll go clean myself up. You know what I'm saying? Go climb back in the bed, go back to sleep, pick up right where I left off with the dream. You know what I'm saying? So, like, definitely a reoccurring dream. I haven't had it since my mother has passed, but I'm not sure what you if that's not a reoccurring dream, I don't understand what you mean by a reoccurring dream. Or remaining the same. Diana says, I mean, a dream isn't necessarily fake, but they are not real life either. For example, if you dream that your man is cheating, or why that? But if your man is cheating or you were in a car accident, does that mean he's cheating, or did you wake up in the hospital because you are on a wreck in a dream? Essentially, right. And that's pretty much what I was saying. Like, if I go to sleep dreaming that I'm a millionaire, shit, I'm grabbing as much money as I can before I come back to the real world like Freddie. Shit, I'm just saying, like, and I'm not trying to be an asshole or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, you're defending something, but it's like, what are you defending here? She said different situation occurs. Well, that's not a reoccurring dream.
Right.
So if it's a different, so you're saying it's different dreams, but ultimately the same outcome is what you're saying?
Or maybe the same dream and a different outcome.
No, she's saying that she's having a different dream, but it's always the same outcome because she said earlier, she said that, hold on, let me find it. She said, not when the dream remains the same for years, but she said it's not a reoccurring dream because it's different situations occur. So it's different dreams, but the outcome is always the same. That sounds like some you know how you be watching those apocalypse prophecy type movies.
Mhm.
That's what it sounds like to me. But like she said, funny, I understood your dream before you finished it. Yes, the same outcome.
So that would make it a reoccurring dream.
Not necessarily. If it's a different dream but the same outcome, that's not a reoccurring dream. It's got to be the same sequential thing. That's a reoccurring dream.
So, okay, because this is just created mass confusion at this point.
So mine is a reoccurring dream. Hers isn't.
Hers
Hers
isn't,
just,
but it's the
hers just
same.
has the same outcome.
So that just means that you're focused on that outcome more than the actual dream.
Exactly. So you understand where what. So to put it in perspective, here's what her dream is. She had this dream tonight. Her dream last week was 2 + 2 = 4.
Mhm.
Okay. 2 nights ago she had 4 + 0 = 4.
Mhm.
Tomorrow night she might have 3 + 1 = 4. Same outcome, but it's a different dream. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not a
So
reoccurring dream. It's just
no,
she's just
it's
locked in on
not.
shit.
It's not. It's like you're locked in on the
Yeah,
outcome.
right.
It's
She's
the
locked in on.
outcome that you're focused on. So no matter what you're dreaming about, is
Mm-hmm.
leading up to that same outcome,
Right,
which is obviously telling you that you have an issue going on that you need to figure out.
right. You essentially what you're doing is you are what's the word? You're projecting and manifesting first for an outcome. That's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you're expecting a certain outcome
Right. You want a
every
certain
single
outcome.
time. No matter what that dream is, you want this outcome to be whatever it is you're focused on. I don't know because I'm not in your mind.
She said, "I focus not on the outcome." So, all right, what are you focusing on then?
So what?
When
Yeah,
you're
what are
when
you
you're going
focused
to
on,
bed,
man?
when you're going to bed, what are you thinking about? What are you watching? What are you praying before you go to bed? There's something that you are leading up to. She
Yes,
said,
that's what I
exactly.
say.
And there's something. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I read it too, but that's what it is. Your subconscious kicks in when you're dreaming. You can try to control a dream, but it just happens. So if you're saying you're coming up with the same result, you're basically got something on your mind right now, whatever it is that you're trying to figure out. Because you keep coming up with the same solution to different problems. There's something bigger than the actual problem.
Exactly.
You're trying to figure out what it is I'm trying to figure out. So that's going to spin you in circles all the time.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. All right. So Jamie's agreeing with you. I mean, Jamie. Damn it. Diana's agreeing with you exactly, Aunt. There is something that you need to figure out, and your subconscious is trying to help you. Okay.
Yes,
So
exactly.
so so she says, Asia says that I want a different outcome. She's saying that she wants help. All right. She's saying she's acknowledging that you and Diana are telling the truth. Jamie in turn says it does. Uh, they are telling you something. She says, I look for truth. All right, sweetheart. Truth to what?
The
Let me
truth to
see if I
what
can help you. Truth to what? What is it that you're looking for the truth? What is
that
your question that you want the
what
truth to?
I would say you have to first acknowledge the problem. Not saying something is just totally wrong with you, but whatever it is that's weighing heavily on your mind, you have to acknowledge what's the problem. That's the only way you're going to find the truth or the solution. Okay, because other than that, you're gonna keep spinning around, going in a full circle every single time because
Ooh,
you haven't gone to the source of your problem. Whatever your problem is, like I said, I don't know you. I say that jokingly, but it's the truth. I don't know you. So whatever that problem is, it is definitely weighing heavily on your mind, and you're looking for an answer. That's what you're looking for more than the truth. Okay, you're looking for an answer to whatever this problem is that's just bogging you down.
did you see what she put down there?
The truth to life, that's something I hate to tell you, you may never understand. And you're not the only
I'm
one.
gonna tell you like this, right? I'm gonna tell you like
You'll
this.
never understand life.
Listen,
You
listen,
just got to take it as it comes to you.
listen very closely. Listen very carefully. The truth to life is a journey. The answer to life. The truth to life is understanding self. Okay. You're not going to find it in religion at all because religion is based off of lies. Religion is man made. You have to understand the concept of yourself, who you are, what you are, which is a human being, not this hocus pocus thing or whatever have you. You see what I'm saying? So, and listen, I'm not throwing jabs at nothing or nobody. Let me. Asia, what is an allegory? What is the definition of allegory? Or anybody. I mean, I know what the definition is, but anybody answer the question, please. Just throw it in the comment section.
Just go ahead.
Hey man, I'm about to get on one, man.
That, I
In
mean,
order to help her, that's the only way I can do this.
well, I'm just look at the. I would say look at the comments because
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
you saying you want the answer to life. You're not.
100%.
You're not going to get it. I'm gonna
That
tell you.
is right. Hey.
You're not going to get the answer to life. You're not. I'm sorry to tell you that.
So I was gonna say even Dark Side is trying to obtain the listen. I don't. You be better off trying to find the answer to immortality. On
Yeah,
some real
because
shit. You know what I'm saying?
you never. Nobody
Right.
is ever going to understand or get the answer to life. You're not. You're
Right.
basically born. You're basically born to die. So the best thing you can do is to enjoy your life.
Jimmy, what the hell is this meaning of life is 47? What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
What does that mean? Explain that one.
Are you voice texting over there, man? What the fuck is that shit mean? Oh shit. Hey man, she threw me a curveball with that. You said
Yeah,
read
I
the
was
comments. I'm like,
like,
what the fuck is that 47 shit?
that's why I told you to read it because I was like, what does
I'm looking,
that
I'm like,
mean?
I seen it, but I saw it, but I didn't read it. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Now I was like, what is that tie? I was like, what is this? Oh shit. So, somebody please, give me in short, what is the definition of allegory? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The
Oh,
computer said the meaning of life. Oh my goodness.
yeah, okay.
It was a joke that definitely went over somebody's head because I
It
missed.
went over, definitely went over mine. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
no
I
doubt,
was
no
like,
doubt.
I was like,
Um,
huh?
right. What was I gonna say? Back to this Hebrew thing, though. Okay. I'll go with that
Okay.
if you say so.
Okay. So that goes back to what I said. Life is what you make it.
Right. That's what I say.
It is exactly what I've said. Life is what you
Right.
make it. It is. If you think your life is bad, then it's going to be bad. That's what your state of mind is in.
All right. I want to know. I want to know about this Hebrew thing though. I really do because, and I'm pressing this because the original Bible was written in Hebrew, as it was told. Through lost the truth. No, I could do without. I read the book
Yeah.
and million times. um,
I've seen parts of it, and I still,
not
like I said,
impressed.
I'm
Right,
good on it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, see, right now we're getting a bunch of interpretations of what the meaning of life is. Um,
Yeah, because everybody's different.
exactly. That's what you're gonna. That's what it's gonna boil down.
That's it. Is everybody is
That's what
different.
it's gonna boil down to.
I
Um,
mean, some people see life as being all sunshine and rainbows, but you know, and then you got other people that see life as being
reality.
one big storm cloud. So
Right.
I can't tell you what life is. It's what you do while you able to breathe. That's
Right. And I want to.
enjoy it.
Right.
You should wake up and enjoy it. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Right. And I want to thank Asia too because that question was very very stimulating. Um, good question. Very good question. Um, I definitely want to know more about your Hebrew though. Um, I'm sitting here just waiting on a response. I understand you might be busy at the moment, but there's definitely more to this Hebrew thing. Uh, yes. Diana says it is the journey and making the best of it. Finding what makes you happy and spread that happiness as much as you can. Sound like she's making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich over there.
Like I
Okay.
said, if that's what gets you through the day, then do it because it's enough misery in the world as is.
The misery comes from the division.
Right, but I'm just saying in general,
Right.
if you just try to focus on something good, whatever your definition of good is, focus on that.
Oh, potty break. That's what's up. I got you. All right. So now that you're back, right? I want to know two things. What is the definition of allegory? And very good. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind. What Bible do you read?
Hmm.
What Bible do you read? We got 8 viewers. Dance down to 7. All right. So also if you just jumping in the podcast, or if you've been in here since the beginning, just drop a thumbs up in the chat so we know who you are. Just so we can. The Ethiopian favorite book. What's your favorite book in that Bible? Mine is the Book of Enoch. It's interesting because that Bible actually has more books in it than your traditional Bible. What's up, Miss Keisha? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Why whenever I do a roll call, I get random, I get one or two thumbs up, and then numbers start dropping. We went from 8 to 5. I'm gonna be checking out fast as shit.
Right. It's like ain't nobody's gonna call you out.
Shit, I don't know. At this point, I might. Shit, I might start blocking you, motherfuckers. We doing all right, man. I hope you enjoying the show. Just trying to open up some eyes, some insight. I guess I should throw this out here. It is never my intent to discourage you or sway you from your religious beliefs. I am, however, going to challenge your religious beliefs and your mental thinking capacity. My goal is to heighten awareness and to actually open your eyes to a perspective that perhaps you may not have actually looked at before. That's all. Jamie, thank you for tuning in. Well, you're a regular. Hey, glad to see you here, though. Asia says, I don't have a favorite yet as far as the book of the Bible. Still going through. That's fantastic. In the regular Bible, realistically, my favorite book is Revelations. I like prophecies, I guess you would call it. I was a big fan as a kid of Nostradamus. Hey. Let's see. Beth, I'm here. Nothing to offer tonight. Curious where OG is. LOL. Shit. Probably sleeping, doing butt stuff or something.
Hopefully he's working on his comedy because I'm gonna say it. Last night was pure torture. These jokes was getting old very quickly.
Was it that bad now?
Oh, it was horrible, man. Like we talked about it. It was like
I'm just pulling your leg.
You was catering to that bullshit.
Hey man, listen, I'm an equal opportunist, man.
Fine, man. You can support something, but at some point you got to tell a person the truth. It's like,
true. Man. Hey, look, us small businesses need to stick together.
Yeah, but hopefully it works in conjunction with each other. But I was,
I couldn't say.
I was like, man, that shit you saying just
right.
I don't even think a little kid would laugh at it. It was just like,
it's based on the maturity level.
Yeah, and that showed me a lot. That I'm dealing with somebody with a small mental capacity.
Right.
Man, but anyway.
Right. Hey, Asia. All right. So you said the Ethiopian Bible, and you are reading some things in Hebrew, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. So you are reading from the Ethiopian Bible, and you have or trying to learn Hebrew, I believe it is what you're saying, right? I want the Hebrew one. Oh, okay, all right, that's cool, fantastic. I mean, you can have whatever you like, but so you're trying to learn Hebrew. Go on your phone and go to your Play Store. Or if you got iPhone, go to your whatever the hell it is. Just go to your store on your phone. Download this app called Dojo Class or Class Dojo. or whatever the hell it is. It'll help you learn languages. I actually was using it, and then I got bored with it. I was using it to learn German. Ah, awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Miss Vicky, how you? So, real quick, right? So, your Hebrew is real rusty, or non-existent, I believe. Is that a safe assumption? Okay, here we are. Let me see. Boom, bada bing, soda pop pizzle. Don't mind me, I'm slightly retarded. She's in bed now. I know little. Okay, cool, fantastic. Um, oh yeah, she definitely should be in bed. It's 10:17. Lyric, take your butt to bed. I know songs in Hebrew. Hell, I struggle with songs in English. That's what's up, though. So here's what I want. I know you know. I know you said you know little. Okay. I want you to. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Okay, the Aramaic Bible. Okay, in plain English, contemporary English, English revised. Damn it, I want it in Hebrew already. Maybe I should have just said in Hebrew. Yeah, shit. Um, okay. I'm going to leave this open. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find something for you. We're gonna play a little game, I guess. Okay. So, are you f- are you from? Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, cool. Are you familiar? All right, so I want you to. Do you have your Bible handy right now, or have a Bible? All right, fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to. It's not to make a mockery of her or to make her look foolish or anything, but I want to show her something so she will get an understanding because she's hungry, she's looking for answers, and she's confused and she doesn't know what direction to search. um Her religion grounds, or her religious foundation, is what's posing a problem uh with. So she says she wants to go Hebrew because, again, that's the original context, right? That's the tongue that the original book was written in. Fantastic. um I made reference earlier in the podcast that a lot of things are lost through translation. So I'm going to give her a test. It's real brief. Um, and I'm not even going to sit here and candy coat or fake it, tell it like it is. she is going to fail because there's a no, not Columbus. Do you have grab your Bible? I want you to or whatever you're reading right now. As far as the Bible goes, old King James, whatever version it is, just grab it. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. All right, so I want you to look up Genesis 1:26. You know where it says, "Let us make man in our image." Yeah, that one. Sheesh. Let me know when you got it. Genesis, what I say? Genesis what? Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And no, this is not Bible study, but a lot of people like the you know. Asia, you still with me? And over here falling asleep on me.
Yeah,
Chapter 1, verse 26. Very good. Yes. You got it. Right. So I'm gonna read this, right? I'm gonna read this in English. Let me know if if it says the same thing. It says, "Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, to rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock and all and over all the earth itself, and every creature that crawls upon it." Right? Is that if that's what your Bible says, drop me a thumbs up in there. If that's what your Bible says, drop me a thumbs up in there. Uh-oh. Okay. Right. I'm again in translation. Fantastic. So it says in your Bible, you tell me what it says in your Bible. Does it say, then God said, I'm sorry, yes. Does it say, then God said, let us make man in our image? Is that what it says in your Bible? That's what's important. Does it say, then God said, let us make man in our image? That's important. In fact, you know what? Here. It says what? No, it says and God. Okay, in God, then God, and God, translation. But nonetheless, God. So here, Asia, I'm putting this in here just to make this flow a little bit easier. If you opt to use it, you do not have to be on camera, but kind of makes things flow a little bit easier. It's the call link. So it does not say in God, it says and God. All right, fantastic. So according to the Greek, I'm sorry, the Greek, I'm sorry. According to the Hebrew Bible, it says Elohim, Weomir, Nease, Adam, which is Adam. It's pronounced Adam, which is man. Busa me nu. Clearly, I don't speak Hebrew. However, the translation is then God. I'm sorry. Elohim said, "Let us make man in our image." Now, she said, "I don't remember my password." It's perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. So, Elohim, Hebrew. What does Elohim mean in Hebrew? Or what does Elohim mean, period? For those of you who are tuning in, pay attention to this. If you don't know, I advise you just say I don't know rather than try to Google it, because Google is not going to give you the correct answer. No, Jamie, that is not the correct answer. That is not what that means. It was a good guess, though. The question the question on the floor right now is, what does Elohim mean? You ain't have far to go, did you? She said, they just say, Asia say, now you got me over here going crazy because I know this. You ain't got far to go. The problem is a lot of people think they know this. And when it's actually when they actually find out, it's like, oh shit, wow, they're blown back by it. So very good, Jamie. It means gods. So in the original Bible, in the Hebrew text, it says Elohim said, let us create man in our image. So there in its translation, because Elohim is plural. Elohim, Elohim is plural. It does not mean God. It means God. So in essence, it means let us create. So that tells you that there was more than one God, but Christianity, they're going to say that there's monotheism. That right there shows you there's some bullshit going on. Sumerian science. If you want to delve deeper into that, you'll understand it. The very things that the Christianity had told you to stay away from, the Babylonian teachings, is because that's where the truth is going to lie. That is the oldest religion known to man. But neither here nor there, that's a whole different discussion. So it's saying the gods had a conference. Let us create man in our image. It didn't say God said, let us create man, and God said, or then God. God said, let us create. It's God's said. The gods said, let us create man in our image. Our image, meaning plural. Elohim is not a singular word. It is a plural word, meaning more than one. So in learning Hebrew, now do you understand why I said learning Hebrew? The original Bible is written in Hebrew. Cool. Lost in translation. How the hell do you have a monotheism when it clearly says Elohim, but Elohim does not translate to God? It's gods. So that there tells you that your Bible is already, we ain't even got good into the book. And you already leading up with lies. Not a good look. Not a good look. I asked you earlier, Asia, and for those who are paying attention, I asked, what does the word allegory means? And somebody said, I do not remember who said it, but somebody said it means story. Let me go back and find that. Yes, it was Asia. Asia said it's a story. Allegory does indeed mean a story. Again, I'm letting you know up front, I am not a Christian. The Bible, I use the Bible as a good reference book because it is not the oldest religion known to man, which means it is not the origin, but is one of the most popular religions known on the planet. So with that being said, I use it as a reference book. No different from me using a dictionary, a thesaurus, or something of that nature, an encyclopedia, et cetera, et cetera. So let me fast forward. I asked about the statement of the allegory. Correct. Asia said that it was a story. Asia, please, if you would, I want you to go to, for those of you who also have Bibles handy, I want you to go to Galatians chapter 4, verse 22. Yeah, you must know him for yourself. And knowing him is not knowing is not a book. It's not in a book. If I want to get to know Asia, I don't go read a book on Asia. I go talk to Asia directly. Hmm. If I want to know Asia, I don't go ask Jamie about Asia. I don't go ask Beth about Asia. I don't go ask Jesus about Asia. I'm gonna come talk to Asia about Asia. I mean, yeah, I know it seems like it, but I mean, here's the thing, right? One thing for sure, two things for certain, as it was said, the best place to hide something from a person, ant, is where?
Book.
Okay, then. So we gonna use y'all book, and I'm gonna point out some truths, and y'all gonna wake. Well, I ain't gonna say that y'all gonna wake up, but that's the plan. But I mean, if not, well, at least you know it's there in your book. So again, Galatians chapter 4, verse 22. Not bad for a non-Christian, huh? The book is read reason. Well, hold on one second. Let me pull this up. The book is read reason I'm not a Christian. Here's my thing, right? I don't want to keep sitting up listening to your lies, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this book or anybody for that matter. I'm not gonna keep sitting up listening to a person that's gonna lie to me. You see what I'm saying? So if I can find if I can find one lie in your book, that means there's probably more lies in the book because they're trying to support some shit. Eventually, I'm gonna stop picking up this book, reading it, taking it for face value, and trying to defend it. There's other reasons why not to be a Christian. They say birds of a feather flock together. Shit. Okay, the who's head of the Christians? The Pope, and they definitely over there playing freaky with these choir boys and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Shit, you a Christian? Fuck no, I ain't no Christian. I'm cool. You keep that shit. Nah, them the ones over there doing the what you got? Read the book for your own understanding. Look, I did, and that's why I'm sharing with you now. Because not my own understanding, the truth. Inside of a lie, inside of each lie is a little bit of truth. 100%. Oh, so let's take a look at this, right? Hold on. I'm sorry, it wasn't 22. It starts at 22. It's verse 24. Chapter 4, verse 24. I'm not sure. So you said the Ethiopian. Let's see if I can find that Ethiopian version. that I cannot. However, I'm a reader from here. All right. Yeah, I know I'm about to fall asleep. So I forgot what you said. Okay. So Amy and her jokes. Okay. Asia said read multiple times for better understanding what I'm doing now. Okay. Cool. I forgot what you said. Um, Galatians chapter 4, verse 24, not 22. I'm sorry. Yes, Ant is tired. I know it's past his bedtime. Um, I don't have a an Ethiopian Bible, but follow along with me. I have the Gideon's. I also have a Jehovah Witness Bible, and I also have the online whatever I need to look up, which all say the same damn thing. A couple words change here. He and in thee thou they, but nonetheless, like Asia said, the same gist. So real quick, Galatians chapter 4, verse 24. Let me back up real quick. For those who don't or who are not familiar, this is talking about Abraham and his two wives. Oh boy, there's that poly thing. His two wives, one was a slave, one was a free woman or a noble woman, nonetheless. And one essentially, that nation was in captivity. This one was the promise of God. Okay, so I'm gonna start from 22 just so you can understand. For it was written, that Abraham had two sons, one by a slave woman and one by a free woman. But the son of the slave was born according to the flesh, while the son of the free woman was born through promise. Yeah, I'm well aware. I know, Asa. Now, I'm sorry. Now this may be interpreted as allegorical. These women are two covenants. One is from Mount Sinai, bearing children for slavery. She is Hagar. Now, Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. She corresponds to the present Jerusalem, for she is in slavery with her children. But the Jerusalem above is free, and she is our mother. For it is written, rejoice, O barren one, who does not bear. Break forth and cry aloud, etc., 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 etc. Now, so now you have your Arab nations and your Jews or your Israelites, right? Now, this may be interpreted as allegorical. Allegorically. Allegory means a story. If this is a story, means it's not true. It's just a story. And it's through Abraham that these 12 tribes of Judaism come through, which would essentially be the bloodline. Let me pull this up so I got this right. Matthew began Jesus' lineage with Abraham and named each father in 41 generations, ending in Matthew 1:16. So, if that being the case, if this is all allegory, this is just a story, then that means that the 12 tribes of Judah never existed. Abraham never existed. trace it all the way back, which means David never existed, which means Jesus never existed. But it's in your book. And it says it right there. It's all allegory. Yeah, Ann is tired. Okay, Ann is tired. We understand that. Hey, Ed, we want to focus on you now. Hey, they said, "No, you cool." They locked in on. They ain't trying to hear this. They locked in on you now. So we'll table this, or we can end it here. I just want to. I'm just gonna say this, right? I want y'all to think about what was read and what was said. Again, like I said, I'm not telling you you can't believe in what you want to believe. To each his own, man. Look, I ain't mad at you. Uh, for those of you who are black or of African descent or whatever have you, and you following this, if you only knew the truth. Truth be told, you wouldn't know nothing about that if the European people didn't give it to you. So I'm not saying don't believe in believe in whatever you want to. But I'm gonna say this much, right? You gotta take my word for it. Just do the research. It's the same thing I did. I didn't just start pulling this shit out of my hat. You know what I'm saying? My head, as you can see, it's not that big, you know what I'm saying? I got a little peanut. So I had to do some research. I had to dig, I had to look, I had to peel back some layers. Y'all can do the same thing, man. Don't take my word for it. It's kind of jacked up though once you start once you start going downhill. And you get to thinking like, damn, I wasted all this time. Or I didn't take the time to actually, like, how would you really feel? How would you really feel if you were on your deathbed only to find out that there was no heaven or hell? That you was duped all this time? How would you feel? This was part of the reason why as a kid I never locked in on any religion. As a Christian, how would you feel if you were born and raised Catholic only to find out on your deathbed that Catholic isn't the way? Instead, it was actually Baptist or Apostolic or Methodist. All up under the same umbrella of Christianity, but they can't even agree on what on theology. Like, how does that work? And y'all can't see that religion is all about division. It's crazy. Even with Muslims, they all fall up under the umbrella of Islam. But you got your Al-Islam, your Black Muslim, your Nation of Islam, the Masjid, the whole nine, the Sunni Muslims, different factions. Now, it's not that you won't until you die. That's an excuse, because realistically, why wait till you die or you die in to start researching to find out the truth? It's right there in your face. All you got to do is, when your kids lie to you, Asia, don't you know it? Before your kids even lie to you, don't you already feel it? You already have, you instinctively, it's already in you. You already instinctively know right from wrong. Nobody has to teach you right from wrong. You instinctively know. You instinctively know. Nobody has to teach you how to, nobody has to teach you right from wrong. 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 You instinctively know. So all these years later, as you progressively grow, somebody say, "Here, read this. This is the way." You knew nothing about that, and then somebody said, "Here, you take this," or "Here, take this Quran. This is the way." Like, nope, not always. What? You knew nothing about a religion, and truth be told, realistically, you don't even get to choose your God. Your God is chosen from you, chosen for you. If you grew up in a household of Christians or Catholics, you already went to church in a Catholic church. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to continue to be that. Now, you may not follow it. I mean, okay, well, you may not know. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to know every time, but you pretty much got a pretty 9 times out of 10, you're going to know when your kids is lying. Nah, I don't believe she's that they lie, but you believed what they said upon faith. I don't know where the hell you got that from. I give you benefit of the doubt until I can actually confirm it, but I already got an idea that you're already lying. Shit, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Truth be told, lying is not even something natural. That's something that's taught. I've been to many types of churches and Ant sleep over there. He cool. Watch out, so caught up on Ant. Ant over there in his own little zone, man. Leave Ant alone. Shit.
Wouldn't sleep at all.
Oh shoot, man. Look, if you was that, hey, look, that's your business. Shoot. Yeah, no. But yeah, if you lie, but you believe, I don't know. Maybe that's some new shit. Yeah, it's almost 11. It's nothing abnormal. I mean, y'all act like we've never been on here till 11 o'clock. Like, we even hit the 3 hour mark. That's kind of interesting. Like, man, remember me saying people run from the truth?
Yeah.
Any other time, ain't nobody worried about you sleeping or nothing, or you being tired, nothing. You know what I'm saying? All type of reasons to redirect or.
But it's not that. I'm gonna tell you something that mother told me a long time ago. She said,
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
She said, if you wanna fall asleep, start reading the Bible.
100%. 100%.
And so pretty much that's what y'all were doing, reading the Bible, and it was like putting me to sleep.
Absolutely. Read the Bible or go to church. As soon as the preacher get up there and start the preaching,
as soon as he started, it's like lights out. So that's what it felt like for me. It was like,
now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, right? You start reading this, you get tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we was kids, oh, can you read me a bedtime story? You read me a bedtime. Can you read another one? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you do. I've never had anybody read me a bedtime story, but go on.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Read this. Guaranteed to go to sleep.
Yeah,
go to church.
And she told me that. She said, just read through the Bible. I guarantee you'll fall asleep. And I was like, wow.
Right. Go to church.
How cool is that?
Go to church. You cool. Choir up there. They're doing offering, passing around tithes, whatever the fuck. Cool. As soon as the pastor get up there, get to getting off into his shit, you start going to sleep. You ain't never questioned as to why the fuck that is?
I would say because your mind just starts traveling.
I mean, that sounds like a good one. I'm gonna say like this. I don't know, but I'm gonna say like this. Can't
it
be
just
anything
worked.
good, because if it was something, and if it was something that was on fire for God, or something that was actually something solid, I can't think of anything that's good for me that bores me.
Well, no, I don't know. Like I said, it's just me because hell, I didn't been in a club and started nodding off.
How old was you?
Shit, in my 20s.
Oh shit! See, I don't know. My
because
20s.
because 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 it bored me. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah, yeah.
that's what it came down to. It bored me. It was like, what the hell am I doing here? So
Okay.
yeah, I loud music and everything else going on. I'm sitting there like, hell, let me take my ass home and go to sleep.
Right.
You know,
That part. Uh she said I don't. I was becoming awoke. Now I'm sleepy. I fall asleep when you get to talking a lot.
that
Uh,
too, that too, because a lot of talking somebody could easily make me go, okay, I'm elsewhere. You know,
oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Like I
but
said,
no,
if it's
I wasn't
something that,
falling asleep. It was just like, man, I'm feeling tired now.
I mean, if I'm tired, I'm tired. But if it's something that's
Yeah, and
important,
I'm tired because I've been up since 5 this
right?
morning for real. So,
You know what I'm saying?
uh,
I,
yeah,
me personally, like I said, man, if it's something that's informative, and even on a religious conversation or whatever have you, if it's something that's informative, something that I don't know about, oh yeah, I'm all in it. You know what I'm saying? You can
yeah,
have listen. You can bring a book. You can bring the holy book of Hare Krishna. If I don't know nothing about it, and like, damn, okay, for real, they believe in that shit, or paganism. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, for real. Like Jamie mentioned the Satanic Bible. Never read it before. If
yeah,
he was like, oh yeah, they did it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fully engaged. Like shit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna learn something. Okay, doesn't mean that I'm going to practice it or implement it in my life, or become a believer of it. But nonetheless, it's information in there somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't understand, but like me personally, nah, I'm not
but
that. That
I'm more of a morning person anyway.
I
You know,
dig. I dig.
and as I said, I've disciplined myself to where at a certain time I'm like, okay, shut down. You know, it's time. It's seriously, it's time to fall asleep. So it's like
It happens.
shut down completely. Yeah. So
It happens.
you know, all them days of being up to 2, 3 in the morning, nah, that's never gonna happen.
Man, I don't, I'm like waiting insomniac, so you know what I'm saying
Yeah, no,
that
and
happens for
that's what I was telling you. I've learned how to totally clear my mind and just say, okay, I'm going to sleep.
me. So it'd be so much stuff that I'd be trying to take in, man. Shit, I'd be like, what is this? Oh yeah, that's that. Man, I tell you what, the information. I don't know, man. I just the one thing that I if I'm weird like that, I guess. I don't know. If I could have one wish, a reasonable wish, not some old oh 50 million dollars or bring this person back. No, one wish. To be able to read in the entirety all the classified information of the FBI, the CIA, and the information that's hidden in the Vatican, the basement of the Vatican.
Mhm.
Man, I mean, I know my head would probably fucking explode. I do get that. All right, cool, friend Danny. But shit, man, I would die happy. Straight up. Hell yeah, I would die happy. Mm-hmm. That would, hey, look, that would be my heaven. Yeah, shit. You feel me? That would be my heaven. But it's 11:02. We've been on here for 2 hours and 57 minutes. Normally I push for the 3 hour mark. I'm not even gonna torture y'all like that. So yeah, no doubt. Library, 100%. You know where else you know what else you get out of the library? A Bible or a religious book. So, but here, let me do you one better, right? You mentioned earlier that you're not a Christian. You're I believe the word that you used was a believer. Yeah, pretty much. And those of you who are believers always say that you are blessed, right? Yeah, that part. I'm just saying, without changing any of the letters. Be less educated. That's pretty much what they're doing. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, I could have said the same thing when you put the library up there, right? Lie, Liebary. Library is not spelled that way, but okay. So when you said that you were a believer, right? Be lie. Mm-hmm. Right. And believers are always saying how they're blessed. Yeah. Be less. Yeah. God. God does what? But bless. God bless you. Yeah. Now you don't see it, right? What is that? What the hell is that? Right. So I'm just saying, and I didn't have to change any words. It's clearly there. But in any case, it's been a pleasure. Uh, we have officially hit the 3 hour mark with 20 seconds and counting. It's 11:05. It's been a pleasure. We are down to 3 viewers. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.
Yep.